What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video from yesterday, where he went on. I had to say, it was like a 13-minute rant about Street Fighter. And of course, Phil does this from time to time whenever he feels the need to garner some sympathy from his garbage playthrough. And yes, his Street Fighter stream yesterday was just god awful, and that's to be expected. Phil is playing mostly diamond players, and as you can see, his skills are just not up to par with diamond rank players. He does okay with, your gold, your platinums, but when you get up there to that diamond level, Phil is just gonna get clapped over and over again. So he was feeling pretty salty during the playthrough and decided, to play the soft violin or the little violin and get some sympathy from his dents. So let's see what Phil had to say.
Then we jumped into Street Fighter 6, my road to master run with Blanca. I am trying to get to master level. We're at 4-star diamond currently, which means we have to hit 5-star diamond first and then platinum. I want to say today I started off with like 22,300, 400 points, something like that. But the 4-star diamond goes all the way up to 23,800. You have to hit 23,800 in order to actually be 5-star diamond. So I had a big climb to do today, and I'm going to be very honest with everyone. The audience told me they were entertained. The audience told me I was being hard on myself. But overall, I feel like today's stream was a failure. All right, allow me to explain why. Did I gain points today? I did. If you actually look by the end of the stream, I want to say I was at like 23,400 and change. So I had gained about, I don't know, 800 points or something like that by the end of the stream. I'm not sure exactly how many it was because I didn't know the math from what the first number I actually started with or anything like that. I definitely gained points. All right, I started off at 22,000. I was at 23,000 mid, almost getting to 5-star diamond. But first of all, my goal for today was to hit 5-star diamond, and I did not accomplish that. And that to me is disappointing. When I set a goal for myself and it's something like that I feel like it's reasonable to hit, I want to hit it. And if I don't hit it, I do feel like I failed. And today I do feel like I failed. So the question is, why did I fail?
That's very easy to determine, Phil, and I don't need 13 minutes of rambling to determine why you didn't hit your goal. So first of all, you and goals don't go together. You miss goals almost every single day. We don't have to get into your tip goals, your member goals, your life goals, all of those goals that you say you fail. So I'm not sure what you're talking about, that you'll get very upset with yourself whenever you don't hit a goal. Now, looking at the fact of why you didn't hit this specific goal in Street Fighter, it's just simple. You're playing better competition. You're I believe you're a diamond 1, diamond 2, and you were playing those level players. So when you play platinum players, gold players, unranked players, you do fine, Phil. You do. I'm not I'm not going to take that away from you. But when you start hitting like plat 4s, plat 5, diamond players, you get beat. Your response time is extremely slow. It just is, and it comes with age. Everyone that's getting older, your response time is always going to be a little bit slower, and you just haven't accepted that yet. You just haven't. The second thing is, of course, you don't play it that often. You don't. I agree with that. You only play what, 2 or 3, 4, 5, about 5 times a week, I guess. And if you want to be a good competitive player of Street Fighter, you have to play it almost every day. You do. And you just refuse to do that because, of course, you don't play games outside of your work. Because, of course, you consider gaming as work. And you've refused to put in the time to perfect your craft. If you're a gamer, you just can't simply say, well, because I stream 6 hours a day gaming, I don't have any time to game outside. No, you find time. You find an hour in your day to just go and practice your craft, Phil. Just get better at it. And you know what? When you do that, it shows. It shows on your streams that you actually care and you take effort. Do you think Dr. Disrespect or Jason Wong and those other players that stream and play games, do you think they just play when they're streaming? No, they play when they're not streaming or not, when it's not their job. They enjoy gaming. Maximilian Dude, those folks, you can tell that they enjoy gaming and they do it as a hobby as well as a job. And you refuse to do that because you need your time spent, playing WWE Champions and being on Twitter.
Why was I not able to achieve what I wanted? And the answer is twofold, I feel, okay? First of all, I'm playing with Blanca, and there's a lot of debate about Blanca in the game. Some people seem to be under the impression that Blanca is absolute top tier, while others are like, actually, no. He's probably around mid-tier, maybe even lower mid-tier, because a lot of his gameplay elements are based on mix-ups, safe moves here or there, or punishing something the opponent's doing, rather than being able to do like a crazy flurry of rush-down offense. There's a lot of mix-ups with throws and things, but basically, if you don't land those, and someone's rushing you down with actual drive rush tactics that push you to the corner, Blanca's weak. So that's one thing. I don't feel like, from me, I'm trying to get a character to master who, as I'm trying to fight through these ranks of Diamond, these Diamond players are all kind of doing the similar same thing. And again, tons of Kens today, like a ridiculous amount of Kens, all getting away with very safe, easy mode junk. Not good gameplay, just playing pattern stuff, and Ken is so ridiculous in this game that he gets away with it a lot. If he's not falling for your attempts to mix him up, he just keeps his offense up and pushes you to the corner. It's literally a guessing game in the corner of how to get around him, and if he hits you once, you're going to lose like half your energy bar. So just the character selection, I actually feel like if I was trying hard to learn a character like Luke or something like that, I'd probably be doing much better.
Okay, so apparently Ken is a detractor. That's what you're saying here, Phil. What you're saying is that you really mainly got beat playing against Ken characters, and that's false. And that was a reason why I decided to add your Street Fighter playthrough in the background of this video, because as you can see, it's not just Ken. You're playing Zangief here, and you got your ass kicked. You're playing Mano. You're playing Luke. You're playing all of these different characters. It's not just Ken. Yeah, you played a couple Kens, but most of these that you played weren't just Ken. And this, regardless of who you're playing against, the character, the result's exactly the same. I love when you complain about a character being so OP, right? But when you use the character, you suck at it. I remember you used Ken a couple weeks ago. You talked about how OP Ken was, and you were terrible using Ken. So, and then of course you're going to use the excuse that, oh, well, you played Ken, but you were playing, Jamie or JP, and they're just they're more OP than Ken. It's just always a different excuse when it comes to Phil. It's just pretty pathetic.
So part of it, absolutely, I think, is the character. However, I have to attribute the vast majority of failure that I had today to my lack of execution. Once again, here I am, playing this game. Now, I haven't used Blanca in 9 or 10 days, okay? Over a week since I touched Blanca in a ranked capacity against good players. And what I found today was jumping back in. All of my muscle memory's gone. I know what combos to do. I'm trying to do them, and they're just not coming out. And I mean, I want to blame myself. I don't want to blame the joystick. A lot of people were saying maybe it is your joystick. Maybe you should order replacement buttons. Because, for example, Blanca's basic combo is you get any hit, you drive rush cancel, standing roundhouse, standing fierce, crouch, another fierce to launch up, and then a finisher. It's a very basic combo. It's very easy to execute. It doesn't even need a lot of timing. It needs a little bit of timing, but not a lot. I've pretty much mastered the combo. If you watch the last 2, 3, 4 sessions I played with Blanca, I'm doing that combo constantly. Today, I must have dropped that combo, no exaggeration, at least 1/3 of the time that I was trying to do it. And I just don't understand why. It's got to be me being rusty, not having played Blanca in a week and a half and having mindset of, my muscle memory's thinking about other characters and stuff. That's what I think. I could be wrong. All right, maybe it is the joystick, but I would tend to blame myself before I blame the equipment, because the equipment hasn't really been used that much. I really would find myself hard pressed to believe that this joystick that really I only used for the betas and 2 months of the final game is actually broken at this point or worn out. I don't think so, but maybe it is. I mean, the good thing about this joystick is that it opens up. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. All you gotta do is flip this tab here, the joystick opens up, and look at this. You can easily order replacement buttons that you can pop these in and out, I believe. And yeah, these are the ones that pop in and out. They don't even have screws to hold them in place. They just pop in and out. They're clip-ons. So I could go online and arguably look for a place that sells buttons and just buy some replacement buttons and pop in new ones and see if that improves my game or not. I don't know. I would hope that these buttons didn't wear out so quickly, but they are the stock buttons, you know, that came with the joystick. Maybe they're just not as high quality as you would hope. I don't know. I like the fact that the stick is so easy to open and mod, because other sticks you have to completely unscrew and mess with, and this one I could just order buttons right now. The thing is, the buttons still feel good, so I don't know. I mean, I dropped a lot. I mean, I'm not kidding. If you watch today's gameplay, you're gonna be like, what the hell happened? He was good with Blanca, and now he can't do his basic combos. And the funny part is, so many matches I had won, and the combo drops, and that's the end of the round, because you drop the combo. Oh, they can punish because there's a mistake. They get a punish combo that's 50% damage, you're done. Or, you know, you're about to win the round, no, but now you're basically don't have an advantageous position anymore. All they got to do is push you to the corner, game over. So yeah, it sucked. I thought today I was going to do much better than I did, and in fact, I would argue I probably lost more than I won. And you might say, well, then how did you earn more points? How did you earn points? The way the game works is you earn more points depending on who you beat. So it's very well possible that I beat a lot of higher ranked 5-star players and got extra points, while it was the 3-star players who maybe were beating me, and it's not that big of a deal. I don't even know how it really works in that regard. I think there is more or less points earned depending on who you're fighting.
Oh my lord. It's just based on how often you play, really, to be quite honest. And since Phil plays so many matches, he's able to get ranked up regardless of whether he wins more or loses. He lost more, definitely, on that stream. He did. Now, it's really funny. Anyone that's ever worked in a craft, you know, anyone that's ever worked like as an electrician or a plumber, or, you know, in construction, there is a saying that says a poor craftsman blames their tools, right? So if you're shitty at your job and you're not very good at it, you know, you tend to blame your tools. You say, well, I don't have the right tools to make it look right, or make it well, or it's too difficult. A bad craftsman blames his tools. And Phil is a bad craftsman. He's sitting here blaming his joystick. That's right. The joystick is the problem. And I love how he just bounces back and forth, where he's like, well, I'm not blaming the joystick, but I'm blaming the joystick, over and over again. It may not help that you mash the hell out of the buttons continuously, just slapping at them. I don't understand why you feel the need to slap buttons. All you have to do is just press it, Phil. Press it. You slapping it doesn't make any difference. If you were to press the button, you'd be fine. The other thing too is your room is disgusting. It's probably covered in hair and bubble juice. You know, when you decide to you know, whip out those stupid bubble guns and squirt your bubble juice all over the place, you know, it may get in there and get sticky and get disgusting. But again, that's your fault, Phil, for not taking care of your tools. And for you to sit here and actually blame your tools, your joystick, is pretty pathetic. You should just eat the L and just say to yourself, okay, I'm not diamond material. That's what it is. You're playing better competition and you're losing more. And I don't see that changing. I don't see it changing at all. The more you rank up, the more difficult and hard, you know, the more you're going to end up playing better competition. And that's not going to change, Phil. So I don't know. I mean, go ahead and blame your joystick. Ask your dents to, you know, buy you another one. And you're going to get the same exact results. It really doesn't matter. The interesting thing is that if you do think it's your Hory joystick, that's easily testable to see. Why don't you play with your joystick? Connect your Xbox joystick and play a session with your joystick and see if there's a difference. If there's not a difference, then more than likely it's not the joystick and it's you. It's not the tool, it's the person, you know, utilizing the tool. And I think that's really the main issue here. It has nothing to do with this joystick. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video short here. He just goes on about how depressed he is and how he sucks at Street Fighter, and we already know that. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.